All right. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in for Workforce Wednesday, your local spot to hear about all of the entry-level positions, career fairs, to hear from guest speakers, employers, different educational opportunities, pre-apprenticeships. So we're glad that you can join us. We do have a great guest tonight. We are continuing with our series from Amazon, where they are highlight employer for the month of November. But before we go there, I'm going to kick it over to Miss Amari, and she's going to share out with you about the youth job spot. Amari, take it away.
Hi, happy Wednesday, everybody. My name is Imari. I update the Youth Job Spot weekly, so I'm gonna share the link to the job spot in the chat with you guys first. And then I'm gonna spotlight 3 jobs that I have for the week. Okay, can everybody see that? Okay, first up, I have an engineering technician job, which is entry level, starting in city engineering work. And this one can be found under the STEM tab, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And then we have the activity specialist job, which is creating activities and recreational things for kids after school. And this one can be found under the recreation tab. And then I have a field support operator job with Bay Alarm, which can be found under the information technology tab. If you have any other questions about any jobs on the job spot, you can reach out to me at my Q email and I will add that in the chat as well. Well, thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Amari. On the Youth Job Spot, you can also find upcoming career fairs, pre-apprenticeships, internships, seasonal work, all of those things that you may be into or looking forward to. Please check out the Youth Job Spot. It is updated every few days. So please utilize the resources that we have available for you. Any questions about the Youth Job Spot, please reach out to Imari. All right. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of it all. Today we have Mr. David L. Haynes II. He has a combined 15 years of experience across 2 critical business functions, where he's gained a well-rounded understanding of financial and operational processes. He was born in San Jose, California, but raised in Sherman, Texas. That's also where he graduated high school from. He graduated with a degree in corporate financial management from San Jose State University. And he said he is drawn to the water. So whether it's relaxing by the shore, participating in water sports, or giving back to the community, all of it is equally as important to him. He has dedicated time to volunteering to various nonprofits, but his favorite is going to be Q. So we're just going to add that to his bio. When he is not near the water or volunteering, you could find him playing sports, enjoying music, or cheering on his son at his travel basketball game. So if you all would just welcome Mr. Hayes, thank you for giving your time. And we are going to share the floor with you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. It's good to be here. It's an honor to be here. So let me go ahead and share my screen first. Oh, I think you're going to have to help me out. All right.
All right, you should be good to go now.
All right. Let's get going. All right. Can you see my screen? Is it the PowerPoint, hopefully?
Yes, it is. You're good to go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here today. Sometimes I look back at my journey and I think, how did I get here? It's a question with a long answer, a story that winds through 3 states, 2 major corporations, and countless lessons learned. But at its heart, it's a story about perseverance, embracing opportunities, and the power of continuous improvement. I just admitted someone in the room. Hopefully that's okay. All
So it's whatever you want to do, whoever you want to invite, tell them to come
right,
on up.
all right. So next slide. So early beginnings. In the middle, I have a picture of my mother and I. To the left, I have my actual house that I grew up in Sherman, Texas. And to the right, that's in Santa Clara, California, off Kylie Boulevard. That's the Kaiser I was born in. So my story starts in Santa Clara, California, where I was born. Silicon Valley, the heart of innovation, right? But when my parents divorced, my mom and I moved when I was 5 years old, and I spent my formative years in Sherman, Texas. Small town life, Friday night football games, and a strong sense of community. That was my upbringing. It instilled in me the values of hard work, dedication, and the importance of building genuine relationships. So we go through these pictures real fast. In the top left, that's a picture of my brother and I. And that's me showing some of my basketball skills in my younger days. It's a picture. I'm to the far left. Um, we were at we made it to a state championship game. I believe I was 9 years old there. To the right, that's a picture of my mother, my grandma, great grandmother, and myself when I was younger. And down below, we have my stepdad preaching to my brother and I. And to the far right, I wanted to bring that picture in because I remember showing that picture to one of
Jayla
my
Field.
friends, and
Jayla Field.
he told me that he made a comment about the Sesame Street episode. Not too familiar, if not sure if you are too familiar with it, but it was a song on there saying one of these things are unlike the other, and so that was my experience in Sherman, Texas. Though I excel academically and was placed in advanced classes, a nagging sense of isolation always lingered, surrounded by peers who didn't look like me. Often felt like an outsider, my voice minimized, and my experience unseen. So when I was in third grade, I got wind that I was getting placed in these challenge classes because of my good test scores. So me thinking I had a bright idea, my next test assessment test I took, I put C's all on all my answers. Needless to say, my mom was pretty upset and she tore my butt up for that. So I didn't do that again. But what I did do the next time I took the test, I didn't take it to my full capabilities. And in retrospect, I regret not advocating for more of an inclusive environment. Perhaps if I had found a way to bridge the gap to share my perspective and connect with my classmates on a deeper level, the experience would have felt less alienating. It's a reminder that true belonging transcends academic achievement and that diversity enriches the learning environment for everyone. All right, some of the childhood challenges I faced was through education, battling stereotypes in school systems, representation, limited role models in professional spaces, and safety, navigating racial profiling risk. Growing up as a Black male in America presents unique challenges that can shape a young boy's perception of himself and the world around him. From battling negative stereotypes in the school system to navigating the complexities of racial profiling, these experiences can leave a lasting impact. One of the most significant challenges that I faced in the educational system is the prevalence of stereotype. I was often labeled as at risk or troublemaker. I didn't do too much to dispel these myths because I thought I was supposed to act this way. Luckily for me, I have great parents who always put education first. They kept me in line and helped me to understand how important education is. After graduating high school in Jackson, Tennessee, I moved back to California, and within 10 months, I would be lying in a hospital with a bullet wound. Sensing I was headed down a dangerous path, especially after I was shot, my mom made a desperate plea, offering a new car as an incentive to get me back on track and pursue a college education. So, resilience, transforming challenges into opportunities through education and determination. Do something great. My college years were a mixed bag of successes and missed opportunities. Graduating from junior college, I naively assumed a good job would be awaiting. Reality hit hard with the string of rejections and dead end interviews. Determined to improve my prospects, I enrolled at San Jose State University. But me not realizing the importance of networking, I lost out on valuable connections. Instead of actively networking and building connections, I focused solely on working and academics, missing out on valuable internships and career building relationships. While I ultimately earned my degree, I realized too late that academic achievement alone wasn't enough to launch a successful career. It was a harsh lesson in the importance of social capital and the need to step outside of my comfort zone. All right, path to professional success. So for me, it started in grade school, overcoming academic stereotypes. In college, it was breaking through the systematic barriers. First job was building a professional network. Coming into the transportation industry, challenging workplace norms. And now that I'm here at Amazon, achieving career breakthroughs. So here's a story I like to tell people that the reason why I wear my glasses. So one night I was flipping through channels when I stumbled across an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. In his usual unapologetic fashion, he was ranting about some mundane social observation. Suddenly, he declared that white men hold black men with glasses in high regard, viewing them as intellectuals and deep thinkers. Initially, I laughed at the absurdity of it all, but the idea stuck in my mind. I hadn't worn my glasses for years, to be exact, since I was a senior in high school, convinced that glasses made me look less approachable, maybe even less competent. And I didn't want to be hitting my face with my glasses on. But Larry's words, as ridiculous as they seem, sparked something in me. The next day, I woke up, I went and purchased me a new pair of glasses. 2 weeks later, I placed them on and they felt strangely empowering perched on my nose. A week later, I had an interview for an accounting position. I walked in, glasses on, feeling a newfound confidence. The interview flowed smoothly, my answers were sharp, and I felt a genuine connection with the owner. He offered me the position on the spot. I got the job. Now, I'm not saying it was solely the glasses, but they certainly played a part. They were a tangible reminder to embrace my authentic self, and that, combined with my skills and experience, made all the difference. So I thank Larry David for the inadvertent career advice that he gave me from watching this show. So here's some photos of myself at PepsiCo. This was where I first got my first real multinational corporate job. Now you might be wondering how a kid who bounced around the country ended up as an area manager too at Amazon. Well, it wasn't a straight shot, that's for sure. After years of bouncing between accountant roles, a nagging feeling persisted that something wasn't quite right. While I appreciate the analytic aspects of the field, the solitary nature of the work left me yearning for more. Accountants, by their very nature, are often individual contributors, heads down in spreadsheets and financial statements. I, on the other hand, thrive on interaction, collaboration, and the energy that comes from connecting with people. This realization sparked a desire for a career shift, one that will allow me to utilize my analytical skills while also fulfilling my need for human connection. My first foray into the corporate world was with PepsiCo. I spent 5 incredible years there learning the ropes of supply chain management, logistics, and the intricate dance of keeping products moving. I was fortunate enough to manage an annual operating plans exceeding 60 millions across 6 sites. Talk about it, responsibilities. But it was at PepsiCo where I truly discovered my passion for operational excellence. I had the chance to lead 2 Kaizen projects. And for those unfamiliar, Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy centered around continuous improvement. These projects weren't just about streamlining process, they were about empowering teams, fostering a culture of problem solving, and driving impactful results. And the results were pretty amazing. We unlocked over $200,000 in productivity gains. All right, my professional growth strategy. I like to focus on my professional development, continuous learning, skill enhancements, and networking, and overcoming barriers, persistence, mental resilience, and strategic career moves. My personal growth strategy is a multifaceted approach focused on continuous learning and self-improvement. Recognizing my reluctance to network hindered my career progress, I've committed to stepping outside of my comfort zone. This includes attending industry events, engaging in professional development workshops, actively uh, actively seeking mentorship opportunities, and speaking with individuals like yourselves. I'm also a firm believer in the power of introspection, regularly reflecting on my experience and identifying areas where I can improve, whether it's refining my communication skills, enhancing my leadership abilities, or deepening my understanding of the ever evolving accounting and logistic fields. I embrace challenges as opportunities for the growth. This proactive approach has not only bolstered my professional confidence, but also empowered me to overcome barriers and advocate for myself, ensuring my voice is heard and my contributions are recognized. So, a personal mantra that I like to live by is success is not about where you start, but your determination to rise above challenge. Success isn't about a pristine starting point, but about the grit and determination to rise above challenges and forge your own path. Looking back, my journey has been anything but smooth, from navigating a complex educational system to overcoming the lingering effects of early setbacks. I faced my share of obstacles, but with each hurdle, I emerged stronger, fueled by an unwavering belief in myself and a refusal to be defined by my circumstances. Whether it was pushing past the fear of networking, actively seeking personal growth, or simply refusing to give up on my dreams, I've constantly chosen resilience over surrender. This undefeated mentality isn't about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head on, learning from them, and using them as fuel to propel myself forward. It's a testament to the power of perseverance and a reminder that success is ultimately defined by our own inner drive and determination. So here at Amazon, I've been here for roughly 5 months now, and it's a new chapter for me. So it started off well, and I'm proving that talent, hard work, and resilience can break through any barrier. I found my place at a global technology leader here at Amazon. So my journey of self improvement doesn't stop now that I'm at Amazon. It's just the beginning. I plan on I plan to leverage this opportunity to further refine my skills, embrace new challenges, and continue growth both personally and professionally. I'm particularly excited to engage with Amazon's affinity groups and mentorship programs, both as a mentee and eventually as a mentor myself. Volunteering has always been close to my heart, and I intend to actively participate in Amazon community outreach initiatives, giving back and making a tangible difference. Building a strong network within the company is also a priority. Attending events and connecting with colleagues across different departments. Ultimately, I want to use my experience and the platform Amazon provides to empower the next generation of leaders. By sharing my story, offering guidance, and fostering an inclusive environment, I hope to inspire them to overcome their own obstacles, embrace their authentic selves, and navigate the workforce with confidence and resilience. So that's all I have for you all. Does anybody have any questions for myself?
All right. First in the chat, how did you discover your interests and how did that help you ch in choosing a major or a career path?
So that started when I was young. My first career path, wanted to be a neurosurgeon, believe it or not. But in talks with my mom, she said you're gonna have to go to school for a long time for that. So I decided to change that up. And my second choice was a psychologist. And she said that in order to make some money as a psychologist, you're gonna go have to go just as long as a neurosurgeon. So you might as well do the neurosurgeon. So I had a background. My parents started a detailing business when I was around 11 or 12. So I did bookkeeping for them at that time, and I did income taxes for my parents when I was 15. So I knew a little bit about doing taxes, and I'm real well with numbers. So after a long debate and after constant back and forth, I decided to go with accounting in junior college. And when I got to San Jose State University, I just searched through the majors, finance majors and accounting majors to see which one really sparked my interest. And corporate financial management was the one that did so because it's a mixture between accounting and finance. So you have to learn a little bit of both there.
Nice, nice. Thank you for that. Mariah said, "Go Spartans." Uh,
SJSU.
one of the other questions says, how did you come across the Kaizen philosophy? I think that's when you were at PepsiCo.
So when I had got to PepsiCo, I had a great mentor as my manager. You know, it was one of the first time I had a manager that looked like myself, and he seen that I had good problem solving skills, and he asked me, did I want some more visibility across the network by doing a project? I said, of course, you know. So first I had to go get my Kaizen certification. So that was a 3 week program that I went. PepsiCo flew me out to participate in. Then once I got my certification, I went back to my site. I found a productivity target where I could shine and where I felt that I could help the team the best. It was actually customer deductions. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with that, but it was finding out why we were giving customers so many deductions within our facility. And so once I seen that, I just got on the project, got it done, and what I noticed is that a lot of the mistakes were coming from our drivers. So once we got that ironed out, we saved a lot of productivity within our facility.
Very nice. Very nice. So you've been busy, 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 busy. You have
Yeah, I
another.
try. Got to. You got to. I try to.
Yeah, that's amazing though. Uh, what are three networking tips you would give folks that don't have a wide social network?
So for me, that's a good one right there. So for me, the first one I would say is just be open. Be open to networking. Be open to stepping out. You know, be open to asking because you'll be surprised at how many people will want to help you, but they don't know they want to help you unless you ask. So step out there. Don't be afraid to ask if you're trying to meet someone. If you're just trying to if you're trying to meet someone to network, let them know that. Ask them. 9 times out of 10, they're going to accept your networking ability. My second thing, I would say you have to put yourself out there. You have to attend these networking events. You have to attend these mixers where people in your field are also looking to meet other individuals and network with other individuals. So you have to put yourself out there, attending these events, making sure that while you're there, you're making these meaningful connections with people who are out there. And my third one, I would say just making yourself ready to take action. A lot of times we're not ready to take action. We say we want to do something, but we end up putting it off. You just have to be ready to take action, ready to go. You find out what it is that you need to do. What's your weakest point from from networking? Find that out, get over it, and you just move forward and just get going. Because a lot of times that's the hardest part, just getting going. So
Mhm, mhm. So I wanted to, I know you shared that you had just had to overcome some barriers kind of throughout life and then later into your teenage years. So for some of those on the call who may be kind of battling with maybe it's a mental barrier or just things kind of happening, their own lived experience, what advice would you give them or what did you kind of apply to your own life to kind of push you forward to being, as successful as you are and kind of making that mindset shift towards success?
well, I knew that I wasn't defined by my reality at the moment. So I knew that even though a lot of times I'm not where I want to be, I'm not where I think I should be. I'm not defined by that. I know that I'm still able to move forward. I'm still able to determine my future by the work I put in, by the way I prepare myself and the way I go about my business. So I never try to define myself by the moment. Prime example, I would come back and forth to Stockton, California, visiting my dad, who stayed there. And I had my cousins who I grew up with. So my cousins are involved with a lot of things that I wasn't involved with. And in turn, they had a different path. I had one cousin who ended up being locked up for 18 years because that's the path he chose to go on while I went to college. And he's seen that path and he told me he was proud of me and that he wished he would have done something different. But we always have a chance, to write our future.
Mhm. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Are there any other questions for Mr. Hayes? Any questions about Amazon, PepsiCo, his life? He's kind of open. He's been an open book. So is there any other questions? What's your Amazon, we all know. Oh, Okay, we have a question. I'll come back to mine. Amari said, what an inspiring journey. So I guess we want to say thank you for just being so open and sharing and so transparent. And so we definitely appreciate that. That's definitely what we want here at Cube. We want somebody to kind of come in and give the real and the honest truth. And then to be able to hear success on the other side of many barriers and kind of stumbling blocks that it didn't matter how many times you maybe fail or had to get your butt whooped, but the fact that you got back up and kept trying and that you've been successful to this point. So we are extremely grateful for you coming on, being as honest and transparent as you are. And I know one of the things, the takeaways for me was the talent, hard work, and resilience. And so, like, now that's kind of echoing for me. And so I appreciate you dropping all these good gems. I don't really know if you were a young Michael Jordan or not based on that picture. Uh,
Oh.
but the corporate side and the accounting side of things has truly worked out in your favor.
Yeah,
So
no, I tried. I didn't get my brother's height, so I had to give that up real quick.
indeed, indeed. Is there anything else, any other advice or tips or last words that you would like to have for some of our young folks on the call?
As far as any words of advice, I would say, like, once again, don't let your now define you, Don't let now
Mhm.
define you. If you want, if there's something that you want to be, go out there and write your history, write your future. You have the ability to change whatever it is that you need to change, and no one is in charge of your future but you. So any excuses that you have about your future, look in the mirror, get it right, and just move forward. Be resilient.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So if we can give a cue round of applause to Mr. Hayes for coming on and just kind of sharing and
Thanks.
being thoughtful and true to his word when he says he likes volunteering. So we appreciate you
I
for that.
appreciate you all for giving me the opportunity to speak with you all today.
Nice. Mr. Hayes, is it okay if I share your email address to maybe those who may have some questions for you or may have some questions about Amazon or your experience there? Is that okay?
No problem. Reach out anytime. Let me know. But I can't say I'm over the night shift now, so my times to respond will be at night. So
Oh, no worries, no worries. So we appreciate you, Mr. Hayes, for coming on. I know Mr. Hayes has also kind of stepped into a role where he's assisting me with all of my asks of Amazon. Oh, somebody asked, is Amazon hiring?
Amazon is always hiring. Amazon is always hiring. So whenever you would like, let me know what's the position. Send me resume and I'll look at it. And if we need to change something, we'll get it changed and I can get you a referral.
No, oh, look, and he's saying he'll get you a referral. It doesn't get any better than that. I don't know if you know off the top of your head the website, like where would they go to apply? If not, if it's something that we should just kind of drop back in an email, that works too.
I'm not sure the exact site, but I know if you search Amazon jobs, it should take you to our website. Then from there,
Mhm.
just enter in your region.
Nice, nice. Now, somebody said overnight. I'm assuming that's because they're surprised that maybe you're working overnight.
Oh no,
Um,
yeah, yeah. So it's Amazon's 24/7 facility. Whatever the business needs, you gotta be there. So I'm right now. I'm the newest member, so I get the overnight shifts. It's
lucky.
fun.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fun.
Somebody said they prefer overnight. So I
Oh,
guess
nice.
I don't know if you prefer overnight, but they said they do. So maybe they should apply so they can get hired so that you can go home.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. I definitely prefer early mornings.
Indeed, indeed. Well, again, Mr. Hayes, we've had David this week, we had Stanley last week, and so the entire team, AO, the entire team over at Amazon for the Black Employee Network has been extremely supportive of Center for Urban Excellence, and we're definitely looking forward to partnering again, in future activities. So I know right now I'm kind of partnering with David in hopes that we'll have some Amazon folks come out for our wellness event on December the 14th. I just dropped the link in the chat, so make sure you register. We are down to like the last few tickets. And so we have so many different things, massages, facials, haircuts, all free, 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 free. Lots of different workshops and sessions. And so please register to attend. Again, it is free December the 14th from 8:30 to 3. We hope to see you all out there. Mr. David, we hope that we see you out there as well. I don't know how old your son is, but if he is of age, bring him on out to about 10
Yes,
or
ma'am.
12. It's the 12 and up is probably the best age group.
He's
Um,
13, so
but
he can make it.
oh, Come on, see, don't let him miss out. Don't let him miss out. Don't let him miss any opportunity. This goes back to your whole presentation, networking, getting to know others, the whole thing. So come on out. And so if there aren't any additional questions for Mr. David, again, we'll give him some Q love for showing up and showing out.
Thank
Make
you.
sure
Thank
you
you.
register for the wellness event. If all hearts and minds are clear, please feel free to go enjoy your evening, maybe get some dinner, hang out, love on your family and friends. Thank you for joining us for
All
another
right.
awesome Workforce Wednesday.